Hi, I'm with Ask a Tech Teacher. I'm your guide through these 32 lessons of the Structured Learning Technology curriculum. We're in third grade, and this is lesson 16. They're discussing Google Earth latitudes and longitudes. So they are probably familiar with Google Earth at this point. They've done it, if you've been following along with the Structured Learning curriculum, since kindergarten. They've been doing Google Earth since kindergarten, so they should be pretty comfortable opening it up, figuring out how to use it. If that's not true, though, you're going to want to take a few minutes, whatever amount of time is required, to review how to use Google Earth with students. How to open it up, how to zoom in, how to move around the globe, how to bring up layers, how to do 3D buildings, how to go into street view, those types of things. Otherwise, when we get down here, you'll see we suggest that you have a student review that with students, because they all won't remember it, but someone will. So one student starts it, and if they get stuck, they can ask for help. I don't remember how to zoom in and out. Can someone help me? So they get to play teacher for a little bit. But this is assuming that they have background with Google Earth. That's why it's only one lesson. Even as one lesson, there's a lot of activity. So if you have time, this is a good one to stretch out over 2 weeks. In fact, it used to be 2 weeks in prior versions of the curriculum. So the only new skill is lats and longs. They've done all these other ones. So that's why we kind of make the assumption you always want to expect them to transfer knowledge, and you're assuming they will here. Magnetic north isn't the same as true north. If they've had that discussion in the classroom, that's great. If not, you get to be the fascinating person who brings this up and explain those differences and which one does Santa live at. Prime meridian, help them understand how to bring up the grid in Google Earth and how to drag the globe around. It's hard for them sometimes to push that mouse wheel down while they're dragging. For some, it's easier just to use the arrow keys. So here's your prep. These items, you want to have the Latin long worksheets. They're in the book for the students, and students have it. So if you have student workbooks, they've got it right here. They can just use their annotation tool to type in their answers, and then they'll save this by taking a screenshot and then saving to their digital portfolio or sharing it with you, whatever works well in your classroom. But they've got that right in theirs. So you don't have to print. You don't have to say, oh my goodness, last minute I forgot to print this. You didn't. It's right there in their book. Now, they're also going to you have them warm up with keyboarding because they're going to have their speed quiz today. You've done these before. This is their second one. They will be graded on this one. So the goal is 15 words per minute in third grade. So do it exactly like you did the last one. And those instructions are under keyboarding unit. And the Mulligan rule does apply in this case. So if they have a bad day, they just couldn't find the keys, they didn't get enough sleep the night before, they can come in and redo this speed quiz for a better grade. You are also going to start Speak Like a Geek board today, and those directions are earlier in the curriculum, so I won't go over them again. But those start today. Plus, if this might be the week that you do evidence board. If it is, take a couple minutes to do that also. Lots of stuff, very busy. Now, before you take the speed quiz, do these finger exercises. These are pretty fun. So you can, if you don't know how to do any of these, let me know, because I'll make a video for you, or I'll meet you online and show you how to do them. But they're pretty fun. And I think when you read them, they're pretty self-explanatory. The kids get a kick out of doing them, but the biggest thing you're trying to do is remind them they have 5 fingers. Well, 4 fingers and a thumb, as they'll probably correct you. But they all work. It's not just the pointer. They're all working. So that's what these exercises do. I usually go through 1 or 2 of these, and then I switch it up. The next time I'll go through 2 others. The next time I'll mix it up. So they get used to thinking of exercising all their fingers. A good time to do this is before a quiz. So there are those. And then open Google Earth. either if you're using Chromebooks, Google Earth doesn't run so well on those, although they might have fixed that by the time you're watching this. So you have some other options. One of these two. You can do it on Macs or laptops or PCs. All those work fine. Okay, so you're gonna ask someone to review here. We've already talked about that. You're gonna discuss latitudes and longitudes. If they've talked about them in class, ask them to share what they learned in class. If they haven't, you get to be the one to explain it. So here's where it is. The lats and longs are here. This shows them how to bring it up. And it's interesting to see what's on the same latitude, which is going to be the gist of their lesson today, is what's on the same latitude we're talking about. So they're going to find 2 countries on each latitude and write it down in the worksheet. So we're here, so 2 countries on the equator, 2 countries on the Tropic of Cancer. Do 1 or 2 of these with them so they can see how you move around the globe. You click and you drag the globe, so you're staying on the latitude you're working on, so they can, and that's how they get around the globe. And they'll just fill this whole thing out. Then what country is at north 20, east 80? Very often students won't get this far, but for those students who do, ask them to fill this out. It can be extra credit. It can be just for the fun of it. What country is right there? And ask them to fill that out on their sheet. Then they'll save this and screen share it with you, however you do it in your classroom. I think that's about it. Now, of course, if they're in their student workbooks, it looks just the same as yours does. This gives you ideas also in the student workbook, how to take a screenshot of what they're doing here. It's kind of cut off. It's between the 2 pages, but there you go. Here's extra. If they get done early, or if you do stretch this over 2 classes, here's some more things you can do. I think that's about it, guys. There we go. All right. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing you in a week. Bye.